I messaged a guy that I did not talk to for like 8 years, literally like hooked up with him like 8 years ago. And I randomly thought about him. Like, like when you're single at like 28, you start thinking about, oh, maybe from the past, like this is a good guy. Yeah, no, this is what went down. First, I messaged him, hey, stranger. He said, sorry, who's this? I said, Leah Bars. And then when I said, I said Leah, haha. And then I said Bars. And then when I sent Bars, it didn't say delivered. So I was like, did he block me? So then I did this. I went to his Venmo and I sent him $1 and I said, did you block me? And then he unblocked me and said, what's up? This is random. And I said, well, why did you block me? He said, why are you texting me? I said, whoa, I don't know, to catch up. He's like, it's been 8 years. I said, damn, I didn't know people couldn't talk again. My bad. He was like, I have a wife and kids now. Plot twist. My bad. He said, think you're a weirdo. I said, right back at ya. And then the conversation just ended. And honestly, woke up mortified. Simply mortified. So please stitch this with any other stories that you have that are similar or worse than this, so it makes me feel better about my decisions.
You are not someone he has been waiting for all these years. You are simply a reminder of a chapter that has already ended. Believing that a loyal man would stay in the background for 8 long years after being left behind is far from reality. A man who values himself keeps moving forward instead of returning to a past that no longer belongs in his future. Stay wise and stay focused.
Whole year, you know my mom. You literally text her all the fucking time, and we've had 5 pregnancy scares, and you say we're still just friends?
Yeah, we are still just friends.
Are you serious? Just friends after all of that?
She believed she was stepping into something better, but the person she chose never saw the relationship as anything serious. What she expected to be a brighter future turned out to be nothing more than a short chapter for someone else. Now the truth has become impossible to ignore as she watches the successful man she left behind continue to build a better life without her while she is left reflecting on the choices she made.
Haven't you been answering me? I thought something happened.
I've been busy.
And you come out the door all happy and stuff.
I've been busy.
Busy doing what? Too busy for me? Too busy for games?
I've been busy, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
ever since the last time we saw each other, like, you've been acting weird.
I mean, what you mean? You got a whole man. Why you care about me?
Where you going?
I got plans,
okay,
bro.
Where? I tell you my plans.
I'm seeing someone.
Seeing who? Who are you seeing?
Sandbox girl.
No. Wait.
Bro, I literally have plans. What are you doing? First of all, you have to come out with me. Like, what?
Damn.
Bro, what are you doing? Bro, no, we can't do this, bro.
Do what?
I'm leaving.
Okay, but
I have plans. Like, it's time. Like,
it's just 5 minutes with me. I just want to spend time with you.
Hell no,
just
bro.
Give me 5 minutes.
Bro, you already appeared here uninvited. I don't know, like, who you think you are doing that, bro?
You came to my house uninvited, and I gave you 5 minutes before I went to go see my friend. So I think you could get.
She wanted complete freedom without accepting the responsibility that comes with a committed relationship while expecting him to always be there whenever she wanted attention. The moment he stood by his principles and decided to build a future with someone else, everything she expected began to fall apart. No amount of emotional pressure or manipulation could change what had already been decided. A man who respects himself does not return to a chapter he has already left behind. If you believe in moving forward instead of looking back, leave a 1 below and subscribe for more stories about confident strength and self-respect.
That I'm not hot. And this was based on a really humbling experience where I'm trying to get 4 men together to help me move a really heavy object from point A to point B. Not a far point A to point B either. And I can't do it. It can't be done. I'm in hell. I've tried for days, texting every man I know. Can you please come help me move this heavy thing? It's a piece of granite, by the way. I think we can use that as a gauge. Number 1, can you get a group of men to help you move a heavy object from point A to point B? Number 2, how far can you get them to move it? Because what I need is a piece of granite moved about 15 feet. Cannot gather 4 men to do that. Oh, I can't. I'm going to be hung over that day. Oh, I can't. Football is on. Wham! Number 1, they don't make men like they used to, because how come nobody wants to be helpful? Little helpless old me? You want me to pick up the granite slab? Why? You're not being helpful. Number 2, I need to level up. I need to level up. I need to get hotter. I don't feel like a hot woman would have an issue with this at all. She'd have that granite moved.
She expected the people she had kept at a distance to always be ready whenever she wanted support or attention. Those expectations no longer match reality. Today, many men place greater value on their time, their energy, and their self-respect. They are far less willing to stay in one-sided situations where effort and appreciation are never returned.
Go to the system. I'm gonna break this phone.
No, you're not. I promise you're not breaking nothing. Stop being toxic, bro. Yo, chill my phone, chill. What the
After this is
fuck?
deleted.
Yo,
You failed to value a loyal partner when he was standing beside you, and now it is difficult to accept that he has found real happiness with someone else. No emotional reaction can undo the decisions that brought everything to this point or erase the consequences of those choices. Sometimes the greatest growth comes from accepting the lesson and moving forward with a wiser outlook. She believed he would always give in to every demand and stay within reach whenever she wanted. But after being pushed beyond his limit, he finally chose to stand by his decision. The false hope she had been holding on to disappeared in an instant as he drew a clear boundary and decided it was time to move forward without looking back.
Dating. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's a date, not a vow exchange.
We're not even her type. I mean, I'm sure she wants someone more emotionally stable. You know, somebody with matching.
She treated you like a second option, but suddenly became upset when you found a place in someone else's life. The advice she is giving only encourages you to stay trapped in the same pattern instead of moving ahead. Wish her the best, close that chapter with confidence, and keep building a better future. Stay focused and never lose sight of your own worth.
$1,000 engagement ring at the club last night. She's single. We went out together, and she begged me to take off the ring so that guys would come up to us and we could meld with the guy group and I could wing woman her. And I agreed because I'm drunk already. Anyways, I get home. I checked every pocket of this damn jacket. There is no engagement ring to be found. How do I tell?
You are no longer my fiancé because you were the one who chose to remove the ring and walk away. Now there is no reason to involve other people or place the blame anywhere else. The decision was yours from the beginning, and the time has come to accept responsibility instead of pointing fingers and avoiding the truth.
I lost my best friend today. To be very clear, I was cut off by one of my closest friends. This is the message that he sent me. Pause to read, and please read thoroughly. But this person held a very, very, very important place in my life. And it is super hurtful the way he went about it, texting me a message and then blocking me on all platforms so that I can't respond, but starting the message with, "Hey friend,
what do you want?"
He started talking to a new girl. They were talking on the way, literally on the way to Dallas. He was talking to her. I even jumped on FaceTime, said hey to her, introduced myself, and basically was like, "Hey girl, you have nothing to worry about. We are strictly platonic. This is one of my closest friends, like a brother to me. Like my kids love him. He's been there for me through so many things." She's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Again, they had only just started talking 4 weeks ago. Apparently she's uncomfortable with me. So in the message it says, Camila, I guess that's the girl's name, doesn't want us to be friends at all. He wishes me and the boys well. He loves us, whatever.
Her emotional reaction may not be about losing the relationship itself. It can come from realizing the situation is no longer under her control. The moment he stood up for himself and decided to move forward, everything changed and the balance shifted completely. Choose self-respect over unhealthy relationships and never allow harmful behavior to define your future. Subscribe for more stories that encourage confidence, wisdom, and peace of mind.